Most cinematographers don't stay broke because they're untalented. They stay broke because no one ever taught them how the business actually works. I've met incredible DPs with beautiful reels who are constantly stressed about money, and average shooters who are financially stable. Talent isn't the difference. In this episode, we're talking about why so many cinematographers struggle financially, even when they're good at what they do. This isn't about blaming creatives. It's about breaking down the systems, habits, and mindsets that keep talented people stuck. If you're into cinematography and documentary filmmaking and want real-world conversations like this, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's next. If you look like everybody else, you're going to get paid like everyone else. One thing that took my career to another level is when I realized that I can't be a cinematographer or an editor or a DP for everyone. I had to find my niche. I had to find what I like to work on. I had to find that thing that I wanted people to say, when you reach out and you need a documentary told, you need to go hit up Eric D. Seals. And so if you're just doing all types of content, then that's really hurting you when it comes to your financial ability. Now, if you're at the beginning of your career or you just got into cinematography or filmmaking, it's okay that you try everything. But at a certain point, you're going to have to find something that you're a specialist in. That's what people want when they hire folks. So an agency wants to hire a commercial DP. A high-level documentary is not going to go hire a wedding videographer or a commercial DP for their big project. They want someone who sits in that space. The other thing you need to consider is, how do you differentiate yourself between other people? Is it your pre-production planning? Is it your lighting schematics? Is it your personality on set? You need to find a way to be different than everybody else on set, because everybody has the ability with the right finances to purchase a camera, but everybody doesn't have the ability to have your personality or your creativity on set or how you problem solve. Think about how you differentiate yourself and how you make yourself a known commodity. Think about how when people build a team, they say we have to fill this position with this person because they change the game when we work with them. A lot of cinematographers stay general on purpose because they don't want to limit themselves to opportunities, but the result is actually the opposite. When you don't clearly define a niche or specialty, clients don't know why they should choose you over the next person. You end up competing with everyone instead of being known for something specific. Funders, clients, and producers pay more when they understand exactly what it is you do and why you're the right person for their project. When you don't have a point of difference, price becomes the only difference, which is a losing situation. Buying more equipment feels like progress, but it often does the opposite. Look, I'm one of the first people, I'll admit, I have a gear problem. I love buying gear. I love looking up gear. I love researching gear that I can't afford, researching gear that I already own. I am a gearhead. But when I realized that it wasn't really advancing my career, I did start to switch things up. So one of the things I noticed first is that I had to get out of the marketing ploy that people put, especially on YouTube or online. A new camera comes out every year and is going to change your filmmaking career. How many videos have we seen where this is the new X killer, or this is the only camera that you'll ever need, and then 6 months something else comes out? Keep in mind that these companies are pushing product. And so for them to succeed, they have to constantly make you feel as if you don't have this, you're not gonna be able to advance in your career. The sooner you realize that a camera from 7 years ago is good enough to film most of the stuff today. If you're purchasing gear, the number one question that you almost need to ask yourself is this going to help me do my job faster, or am I gonna be able to charge more money for it? If it's not doing one or both of those things, you probably don't need it. And if you already have a perfect camera, if you already have a perfect tripod or gear, you don't just need to get a new one because another one came out. This equipment is good for years. It's just the marketing makes us feel like we need to be purchasing it more. And so when it comes to our finances, the more gear you buy can be a problem when you're looking at your financial statement at the end of the year. Are you just filming to buy more gear? If your expenses are growing faster than your income, I mean, again, you're not coming here because you're getting accounting advice, but it makes sense. So keep that in mind when you're looking at gear. You also need to stay away from saying yes to bad gigs. We've all done it before, and when we look at that first opportunity, obviously it'll look great because we said yes, but you need to be thinking about the yellow flags that come up when people are reaching out to you, because a bad gig can ruin 5 good gigs. And so the DPs that I see who are struggling more, they're taking on bad gigs and not even realizing it. And they're thinking that, oh, every opportunity that comes up, I have to take it because I don't know when the next one comes through. But you also have to keep in mind, if you take a bad gig, that might ruin the situation for other people who want to reach out to you. So make sure you're getting paid correctly, on time, and you're getting a situation that allows you to advance your career. A lot of cinematographers think owning more gear will let them charge more, but most clients don't care what you own. They care about the outcomes. What usually happens is people increase their monthly expenses without increasing their value. Now, they're forced to say yes to more jobs just to break even. A couple quick hitters to keep in mind. One rule of thought is I do my best, not 100%, but I do my best not to buy equipment on credit. Part of the reason why I don't have a $40,000, $50,000, $80,000 camera is because all the cameras that I've purchased in the past, or most of them, 99% of them, have been through cash. I just pay for it cash. And then the rental on that, easily in a year, have almost repurchased every camera that I've ever had. Owning more gear doesn't automatically create more income. Finding ways to earn money beyond being behind the camera, consulting, directing, producing, licensing, teaching is often what creates sustainability. While gear depreciates, positioning and income streams compound. If one shoot only pays for one day of your life, you're always going to feel behind. Your day rate and your equipment, your labor, all those things put together need to do a multitude of things. Yes, it needs to be what you charge for your services that day and your gear that day, but it also needs to set you up so that you don't have to work every day, so that you can get benefits, so that you can take a day off. And the only way you can do that is if you're not spending 100% of what you make. So if you make $5,000 in a month, essentially you can't spend $5,000 in a month because you will always be rushing for jobs and rushing for opportunities because every month you start over. But if you make $5,000 a month and you live off of $3,500 a month, that means every month you're slowly growing your savings so that you don't have to take every job that comes through. And so what happens is that starts to become an effect where you can get better jobs because now you're making decisions not based on I need to say yes to whoever calls me. You're now saying I need to say yes to the right opportunity. And if the right opportunity doesn't come, then I'm going to wait because I don't have to take every job that comes through. But if you're breaking even every month, that's a sign that you're not going in the right direction. That shift changes when you choose to work versus when you have to work. That's one of the big things that I want people to understand when they're looking at their career. One job should be able to support multiple days or even weeks of living. Without financial planning, every gig feels urgent and stressful, and you're stuck in survival mode. Great at what you do and still be invisible. A lot of DPs are doing one major thing that can make a big difference, and that's they're not marketing themselves. They're only spending time behind the camera for other people, and even if you're the best DP in the world, that's going to limit you to a certain degree. At some point, you need to reach out to people to let them know what you do. At some point, you need to work on your personal brand. At some point, you need to think about your audience and who likes your work. Your income needs to come beyond just filming behind the lens. Your income is dependent on the amount of people who can hire you. And so if you're so busy that you're literally going from job to job, consider getting an assistant who can help you put some stuff together. Consider hiring someone online that can spend a few hours a week to help you put emails out. This is going to make a big difference because people want to hire folks who are already working. And the people who are desperate, those are the ones who have a harder time getting a job. If you're super busy, the problem is you stop marketing yourself. And then 6 months from that point, work goes down. And then you get scared and you start marketing yourself, but now you're operating out of a place of fear. And so you start marketing for a while and then you start getting a lot of opportunities again. But then you get too busy and then it goes down again. And so the lesson is you need to market just like you need to invest. No matter what the market is, you just need to be investing. You need to be marketing on a regular basis, whether you're super busy or super low. If you keep that marketing at the same level the whole entire time, you'll have less dips and valleys. So that's one of the things that you need to keep in mind if you want to take it to the next level is you constantly need to have something going out to let people know what you do. I'm not saying you need to be an influencer. I'm not saying that you need to make your own YouTube page. But you need to do something so folks know that you're out there. Many cinematographers spend all their time behind the camera and almost no time marketing themselves. They're not building visibility, relationships, or additional income streams. The people who last usually find ways to earn outside of just shooting, whether that's consulting, producing, teaching, or directing. If people don't know your value, they can't pay you for it. Most cinematographers don't stay broke because of the lack of talent. They stay broke because no one taught them how to build a career, price their value, and think long term. Which one of these do you think is holding you back right now? If this resonated with you, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be releasing a video like this every week just to share with you.